Pomodoro Technique, one of the best time management tips. Hey, what's up? It's Greg with How to Build Games, and today I'm going to be sharing with you one of my favorite productivity tips that's a real game changer. It's called the Pomodoro Technique. It's a really great way of doing things that will help you get more done and spend the time you have more efficiently. You'll find pockets of time that would have been wasted before and learn how to spend time more effectively. Before we get into it, if you're new here, I'd love for you to give me a subscribe because I'd like to see who this is helping, and that encourages me to create more content like this in the future. Now, this video is not programmer specific. It's just a way of being more productive in general, but I've used this on programming projects, big and small, personal and professional, for many years with a lot of success. It's a real game changer. So what is the Pomodoro Technique? So first, Pomodoro. That is a word that comes from the Italian word for tomato. That's all it means. Pomodoro means tomato. If you just go look up Pomodoro, you're probably going to find tomato sauce recipes. Stuff. The Pomodoro Technique comes from a kitchen timer that was originally a tomato kitchen timer where you kind of spin the top, set it for 25 minutes, and it goes. So the basic idea is you pick one task and you work for 25 minutes straight with no interruptions on that task and then take a 5-minute break. Now you might think, well, I work for hours and hours on straight with no break. I don't get it, but this is uninterrupted. So let me define that. Uninterrupted means no answering the phone, no checking the phone, no checking email, no checking Facebook, Reddit, Instagram, Twitter, Stream, TikTok, whatever that site is that you're checking every 5 or 10 minutes or 5 or 10 seconds. To see if something life-changing has happened, you stop that. Now, there are blockers that will help. There are Chrome extensions and things like that that are set. And so when you start your 25-minute Pomodoro, you also hit that button and it will block. And you can put in whatever sites. If you need to get to one thing specifically, you can whitelist that site. But everything else you say, yep, okay, don't let me get to Gmail, don't let me get to Facebook, don't let me get to Instagram or whatever for the next 25 minutes. And you hit that button when you start your timer and it blocks those sites, just as a gentle reminder that you're supposed to be focusing on one thing only in uninterrupted time. Those blockers are really good. You probably won't need them down the road, but they're really helpful when you're just getting started. Put your phone on Do Not Disturb. Close out all those websites. Now, if your boss or your child comes in, or you cannot turn off your phone, interruptions happen, not the end of the world. But the goal is that you stay as focused as you can. There's always, somebody knocks at the door or whatever. There's always going to be things out of your control. But the whole point is for you to stay as focused, not checking social and email and all that on one task for 25 minutes. Now that you know what it is, you might wonder how effective it is and why. It's extremely effective. So here's a few reasons why. Once you start practicing, you're going to find that sometimes you'll get more done in that focused 25 minutes than hours previously, because it's 25 minutes of pure, intentional focus. You can find yourself in that flow state more often, where things are just flowing like you always thought they should. And even if it's in short bursts, it can still be really effective, because when you're in work mode, you're really in work mode. You can find pockets of time where they did not exist before. And this is one of the things that when this happened, I was like, that's such a game changer. So let's say it's 4:30 in the afternoon at your 8 to 5, and you just finished something, maybe you've been working on for days or weeks or hours. Normally you're waiting for 5 o'clock and you don't want to start anything else because you don't want to get in the middle of something and have to leave or stay late. But if you've made a list of things that you need to do and broken it down into how much time it will take, and you can do hours, and so I think of, 1 hour equals 2 Pomodoros, because that's 2 30-minute chunks, right? Or I might say this is going to take 15 minutes or 20 minutes. You might look through that list here at 4:30 and go, oh, I could knock that out. That's only going to take about 15 minutes. Yeah, why not? Or, oh, I could knock both of these out in 20 minutes. What that does is normally at the end of a long day, you might not remember all those things, but if you've got a task, I talked in one of my other videos about productivity tips for developers, and keeping up with tasks is definitely something you should do. So you'll say, oh, I could get these couple of things done, but at the end of the day, if you haven't made that list, you're not going to be thinking about it. You're going to be thinking about what's for dinner, the drive home, other things, and you're going to lose time that, whether you're working for yourself or your company, it's time that is not being productive. But you can make it productive if you've done this, if you've set out these tasks in this way to plan that and see. Because otherwise, a lot of those 15, 10, 5, 20-minute tasks get shoved off till the end of the project, where maybe you're crunching, and that's really not good. So I use a website to help with my project planning, and it has a Pomodoro timer built in, and it'll track how much time you spend on a task, and you can put in how much time you think it will take. Even as a solo developer, I'd really encourage you to check that out. It's called Kanban Flow, and it's free. Again, I made a video about productivity tips for game developers, and this is one of them. If you check out the video from around the 5 and 8 minute marks, you'll find more about this Kanban Flow website and see a demo of it in action. I've got a lot of my projects in there. I show that off and kind of what you can do and show how helpful it can be. Let me know in the comments, what are your favorite productivity techniques? If you found something like the Pomodoro Technique, if you've used the Pomodoro Technique, let us know. As always, give us a like and a subscribe if you want to see more content like this. We'll catch you next time.